Good morning, everyone. I had a different little tune to play, but something weird's going on with my Google Drive. Like I'll upload those little tunes and then I'll go listen to them. And then maybe I'll come back and listen again a few minutes later and it'll say, you got to download this. And I'm like, what the crap? I done downloaded it and uploaded it to my Google Drive. But anyhow, Sue's in here. Lisa, Debbie, Jamie, Jean, 411 now. Light Feather, Very Mary, Cheryl, Mel Mel, Soul, The Storage, Ola, Larissa, Nika, Julie, Angel, Morgan. I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, my apologies. Oh my goodness. It has been a crazy week, guys. Thank God it's Friday. All this news about Chad Daybell. Oh my gosh. Will, I need to get you up here with me. Let's talk about this. Did y'all see the YouTube video that I think his name is Tyson Draper? He was out filming by Chad Daybell's house, right? He's the guy that secretly recorded Barry Morphew. Remember that? Okay, so he's out by Chad Daybell's house, and there's Chad's son. God love his heart. He is young. He is just a kid, and he talked to Tyson just a little bit. He didn't say much, but you could tell he's a soft-spoken, well-mannered kid. Poor thing. Let me see what y'all are saying. So I like him. You like Tyson Draper? Yeah, I like him too. I subscribed. Cement shoes. Poppies in Normandy. Shell P. Good morning, everyone. So that was an interesting little video. Tyson said that the boy recognized him because I guess Tyson did a video out at the cemetery where Tammy is buried. Garth just got back from it. Is that his name, Garth? Angel? Thank you. Angel, she keeps up with all this stuff. She's always commenting and telling me what's going on, breaking news. It helps me out a lot. I'm going to write his name down. It's a cute kid. Poor JJ and Tylee. Oh, my goodness. What in the world did those monsters do to those two kids? I don't even want to think about it. Because from what that prosecutor said, I think they did something horrible to the body after the murder. Now, Tammy Daybell's family has put out a statement. I saw it on East Idaho News this morning. Tammy Daybell's family issued statement. Well, that was 17 hours ago. I hate thinking about it. Me too. Hey, Remy. Very pretty children. Tylee was beautiful. Beautiful girl. I mean, I can only hope and pray that these kids were asleep when something happened to them and they didn't know what was happening to them. You know what I mean? God, I hope and pray they wouldn't face to face with Alex or Lori, Chad, all of them, knowing their own family's going to murder them. You know what I mean? It gets me tore up to where I can't talk on here. Makes my heart start beating real fast thinking about that, thinking about the fear and stuff they must have been feeling, the panic. It makes me panic. Hold on, let me light my cigarette again. Okay, did everyone see the statement that Tammy's family put out? I'll read it because someone may watch replay and, not have heard it yet. Will, I cried so much the other day when the news broke about JJ. It hurts so much that anyone would think an autistic child is in their way. My son is autistic and he is never in the way. I don't know how anyone could think any child was in their way. I just don't understand that. I don't understand how anyone could harm a child. Lori Vallow, she is going to hell in a handbasket. She will get her karma one day. This is all her fault. That's my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel. I mean, you're welcome to feel differently, of course. It's all her fault. She should have never had her kids around that maniac. Gets me really riled up. Hey, Baber. Tammy Daybell's family, Remy, her parents, her side of the family, put out a statement. Of course, the Daybell, I think Chad's family did too. Yeah, they did. I read it yesterday. Yeah, the nerve of them for doing that. Okay, the following is a statement from the family of Tammy Daybell. As the family of our beloved Tammy, we want to extend our deepest and heartfelt love and sympathy to the families of Tylee and JJ. We share the pain of the tremendous and shocking loss you are enduring. We still suffer and we will suffer with you for many years to come. Please know we continue our prayers to strengthen your families as you are finally able to properly lay to rest your precious Tylee and JJ. As matters move through the judicial process, we pray that each of our families can be strengthened and trust that justice will be swiftly served. We wish to thank the many members of law enforcement and the FBI who continue to work tirelessly as investigations continue, and the public who have shown such love and support for our families. We also ask that our privacy continue to be respected at this time as we continue to grieve for Tammy and the Woodcocks and the Ryan families grieve this unfathomable loss from Tammy's parents, siblings, and extended family. They know Chad murdered her. Sound like to me they knew it. I mean, it's possible. Like, I was wrong about Alex Cox. I thought Alex killed himself because he was overcome with grief, or Lori and Chad talked him into doing it after he was their hitman. That was my theory. Okay, so I was wrong about that. He died of a blood clot in the lung. So Tammy could have died of natural causes, but I don't think so. And that's because Lori was online ordering wedding rings 2 weeks before Tammy even passed away. Think about this. Your wife dies in her sleep, in her 40s, right? Dies in her sleep, and you don't want an autopsy done to see why she died? You just going to wonder for the rest of your life, how did my wife die in her sleep? You know, he didn't even want to know the cause. That's very suspicious. I mean, you could use it's against his religion crap, I guess, if you wanted to, as an excuse. But you know what? He uses religion for an excuse for everything. Him and Lori. And their stupid cult. It's pure stupid. Anyone that would believe such hogwash needs to be committed somewhere for the rest of their life. If you believe something like that ridiculous. I believe people can and have had spiritual visions before, but not these freaks. They're full of crap. Freaking lunatics. Oh, gosh. Hey, Lauren. You'd want to know if there's something genetic that the kids could have inherited. Exactly, Lauren. What if it was genetic? Your children could have had the same thing. Exactly, Mel Mel. Screw hogwash. That's some straight bullshit. Yeah, well, that's what hogwash means here. Where I'm from. Hogwash. Bullcrap. I think he likely had a cozy relationship with the coroner. Well, she was really criticized for not doing an autopsy. From what I could understand from this coroner, medical examiner that was on HLN talking, he said when someone, dies like at her age, fairly young, and there's no obvious cause, it's like almost mandatory. It's mandatory to do an autopsy to figure out why this person died. Make sure there wasn't no foul play. It was natural causes. So, sorry, tapping through tears. Oh, sorry, Michelle. It's very upsetting. I cried this has upset me. I'm not as upset as I was with Evelyn Boswell's case. And that case did something to me. I cried for a long time over that case. And oh gosh, I'm about to cry again. Every time I talk about Evelyn, I do that. But yet, I don't know, hardened me up or something to where, I don't know, it just did something. I am heartbroken that Tylee and JJ are gone. I can't describe what Evelyn's case did. I got so wrapped up into it. It happened, right next door to me. When I want to go to the mall, I go to Sullivan County, Kingsport. It happens so close. I don't know. I got too wrapped up in it. Hey, Tremaine. This one and Gannon got me. Yeah. See, yeah. Well, it was heartbreaking about Gannon, but I didn't follow that case real closely. Because I was all wrapped up in Evelyn's and something else I can't even remember. It's always sad when kids are, murdered, abused, neglected. It's always heartbreaking and sad. But I don't know. I had a feeling for a long time, like I just about knew they were gone, for a long time. I just didn't think they were stashed anywhere. If they were stashed somewhere, I knew she would have let JJ keep his dog. And he would have had his backpack with him. Little boys, when they travel, for some reason, they like to take their little backpacks, school backpacks or something. My son does that. I cried for months over Gannon. I hope I didn't sound cold-hearted, guys. I was just trying to describe what Evelyn's case. It did something to me. It really did. I'm getting emotional. Oh my gosh. I'm getting emotional, guys. Don't cry, CC. Okay. So let's talk about Jennifer Dulos for a minute because I'm getting emotional and we can always, come back to this case in a minute. So they went back yesterday searching that property in Connecticut, Skyview Drive. They just searched it. They've searched it 3 times now. But yesterday they pumped the septic tank. And they're going to have to go through all that crap, literally, that they pumped out. They seem to think that she was down there. I think she's close. I think she may be closer than what we all thought. Her body. Thanks, Remy. Yeah, are they back searching right now, Remy? I didn't see that they were back this morning when I looked it up. They had canine dogs there and everything. Here's something. Inside the Connecticut house linked to Fotis Dulos as cops search for missing mom, Jennifer Dulos. I think that's another house. Okay, update. 46 minutes ago, Jennifer Dulos update. No new evidence at Avon house. Crap. Jesus, where is she? Remy, they're saying they didn't find anything. State police investigators returned Thursday morning to the former home of Jennifer and Fotis Dulos in Avon to search for the remains of the missing mother of 5, but came up empty, officials announced. On June 11, 2020, detectives from the State Police Western District Major Crime Squad, assisted by members of the State Police K-9 Unit, conducted a second search of the property on 44 Skyview Drive, Avon, State Police said in a release. The search was done with the written consent of the property owner as a result of a media-generated theory. The search included an inspection of the septic tank. A media-generated theory. And they went and searched the septic tank. No new evidence or clues were discovered as a result of this search. So authorities searched the Skyview Drive home last year. Interest in the property resumed this spring following questions about the home from the Hartford Courant. NBC Connecticut reported that about a dozen state police vehicles were seen driving into the property Thursday morning. State police were still at the home later in the afternoon, and a septic company and police dogs had been called in to assist with Thursday's search. So Jennifer and Fotis briefly lived at that home in 2010. Okay, the 4-acre property is vacant, but not on the market, according to Realtor.com. It is valued at just over $2.9 million and reportedly has undergone renovations in the past few months. Despite the results of Thursday's search, state police said the search for Jennifer Dulos continues and urged anyone with credible information related to her disappearance to contact the Connecticut State Police Western District Major Crime Squad. Gosh, that's a mouthful to say. 1-800-203-0004. Additional elements of the murder case are still pending. Michelle Troconis, Fotis Dulos' ex-girlfriend, and Kent Malwini, an attorney and former friend to Fotis, were charged with conspiracy to commit murder in connection with the case. Their charges are pending. Kent Malwini is due back in court on July 9th, and the gal pal, Michelle Troconis, on August 6th. Their asses is going down. Fotis left them with a hole in the bag, didn't he? As we like to say around here. He took the easy way out. Carla, Candy, I'm just looking at the top chat here. If I missed it, if anybody came into the chat, I'm sorry. I was looking down at my phone reading. See, aren't they searching the address where he died now? Well, they were searching a property that they lived at in 2010. They lived at that house on Skyview Drive as their home on Jefferson Crossing was being built. And I think when they lived there, they didn't have but maybe one child at the time. Their poor children. They have been through hell. I mean, she is somewhere. Fotis has got a connection to where her body's at. I could about guarantee that. He has, he was in the construction business, building houses. A lot of people think that she's down and he put her in concrete. He definitely killed her. I've got the arrest affidavit on my Google Drive, and I have read it. And there's DNA evidence against him, surveillance, pictures, everything. He did it. He wasn't convicted in a court of law, but it's my opinion he did based on the evidence. DNA does not lie. I haven't seen your pic, Mel. I'm going to put. Okay, I'm going to look at your pic. So there was an Amber Alert in Georgia. Did you guys see that? There's a 5-month-old baby missing. I also saw where someone killed a pregnant woman and she was found hanging from a damn tree, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful girl. I'll show y'all in just a minute. I'm going to screen share this so y'all can see this beautiful baby's picture. I think we're going to read it. I think his daddy abducted him. His name is Noah. Okay. Amber Alert, 5-month-old boy abducted in central Georgia. An Amber Alert has been issued for 5-month-old Noah Singleton, last seen Thursday in Clarkston, Georgia. He is believed to have been abducted by Emmanuel Singleton, age 24. They are believed to be traveling in a gray 2007 Volkswagen Jetta with Georgia tags RVD6200. Last seen traveling east on US 78. Oh, please don't do nothing to the baby. Gosh, I hope they get them. And that's all it says. Anyone with information should contact the Clarkston Police Department, 678-406-7929. And I saw this break in the news this morning. The mom who starved her boy, I think she bought him a casket before the poor kid was even passed away. I hope they find that little baby, Noah. He is so cute. Gosh, I hope they find him safe. It just seems like they are just more and more kids cases in the true crime section. Abused, tortured, murdered, kidnapped. Just seems like there's more than usual lately. Okay. Mom who bought casket for starved teen son who weighed 51 pounds proclaims her innocence in new TV series. I have never heard of this lady. Hold on just a minute, guys. I'm going to mute a second because I need to cough if it'll go back to my StreamYards. Let me stop screen sharing a sec. Okay. It missed my StreamYard. Okay, I hope that was muted. Let me go back to screen share. I want to see what TV series she's going to be on. I just glanced at the article this morning. Texas mother who in 2018 was convicted of trying to kill her 13-year-old son by subjecting him to unnecessary surgeries and starving him until he weighed 51 pounds, proclaimed her innocence in a recently aired A&E show. I'm going to have to watch that. Let me fix it so we can see her picture. Oh, what is wrong with this damn thing? There we go. I don't know why my Wi-Fi's acting weird. Okay, she was sentenced to 5 years in prison. 5 years in prison for making her kid have unnecessary surgeries, starving him until he weighed 51 pounds, and she got 5 years in prison? It's a bunch of bull crap. Okay, sentenced to 5 years in prison, and Dana Tutt, 44, was accused of lying about her son, Colby, having various chronic illnesses. Dana also restricted the teen's food and water, leading to his near death, and she got 5 years for that. Dana was featured in the second episode of A&E's new series called Accused, Guilty or Innocent. At the time of filming in 2016, Dana was being held on a $25,000 bond. Dana misled doctors about Kobe's heart, kidney, colon, stomach issues, leading them to perform a stomach surgery, guys. He ended up with the feeding tube in. I can't pronounce these names. Okay. By the time Colby and his 9-year-old brother were removed from Dana's care, the teen had a feeding tube, a central line, colostomy bag, and was taking several pain medications. Dana told show producers that being accused of trying to kill her son and lying about his medical conditions was like someone stabbing her in the heart. During the documentary, Dana claimed she stopped feeding her son because she was told it would prolong the inevitable. I can't say that word. So she was trying to kill him. She stopped feeding him so that he would die. She said, me and that accusation don't go in the same sentence. I can't even wrap my head around it. It destroys me as a mother. It destroys me as a human being. Come on, lady. I can't believe she would say something like that. She has to know that's not true. I mean, people like this are evil. She believes probably the things that she says. Must got Munchausen by, what's it called? Munchausen by proxy? Will, oh my gosh, thank you for the super chat. Show CC some love. Please don't cry, love. Hold your boy a little closer today. Give Mark a hug as well. Got to get going. Stay safe. Love to everyone. Oh, Will, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Gosh, it's way too much. But thank you. I appreciate it. Well, y'all know what I think about people like this, what should happen to them. They shouldn't even be on earth. If you're going to abuse children, child rapists, predators, people that rape adults as well, they don't deserve to be on this earth. There's no rehabilitation. They should get the death sentence. And speaking of that, speaking of sex predators, there was a guy that just murdered his neighbor because he knew his neighbor was a sex predator and he said that he was eyeing the kids. Now, you can't do stuff like that. When I say they don't deserve to be on this earth, I mean they should be sentenced to death. You can't take the law into your own hands. I'm going to find this article. He said he does not regret what he did. Let me screen share. October's very own. You're a sweet soul, CC. Oh, thank you. And welcome. Cool name. October is about my favorite time of year. It is. Fall time is my favorite time of year. I love Halloween. Okay. I'm digressing, y'all. It's one of my fancy words I like to use. I learned. Okay, so here's the guy. I'm trying to figure out which one's the sex predator and which one's the killer. I guess the guy in the orange is the one that killed his neighbor. He killed the guy on the right. Okay. A Nebraska man who remains jailed for allegedly fatally shooting his neighbor, a sex offender convicted of sexually assaulting 2 children, told local reporters this week that he doesn't believe a jury will convict him of first-degree murder. James Fairbanks, 43, recounted the events leading up to May 14th shooting death of, oh my gosh, why they got to have all these fancy names? Matteo, something other. Condolucci. What in the hell? Mattieo. Matteo. What a freaking name. Fairbanks reportedly claimed he zeroed in on, we're going to call him Matt, on Matt, age 64, after learning that he lived on the same street where he planned to move. Fairbanks alleged that the days before the shooting, he caught Matt eyeing children in a driveway as he pretended to wash his car without soap or water. Fairbanks told the World Herald that the ordeal made him fearful that the registered sex offender would strike again. However, Fairbanks admitted he never called police about the playset in Matt's backyard or about eyeing children. Why in the hell is this sex predator? He shouldn't have shot that guy like that. He should have contacted the police. He should have set up. He should have just told him, hey, quit eyeing those kids. Or I'm calling the police. I'll be watching you. Something like that. You can't just shoot people. It's again, you can't do it. It sounds like he probably was eyeing the kids, but he shouldn't have shot him. Of course not. Okay, photos taken by the World Herald appear to support Fairbanks' claims that Matt had a child's playset in his backyard. Hey, let's watch this. Well, Skylar, I hear my little crybaby. If it'll play.
What happened? What's been happening with you, and what happened?
See, it doesn't want to play.
A couple weeks ago. In the original email I sent, I kind of started to explain basically.
It's not wanting to play.
Like I said, I was out kind of searching for.
Let me walk in here.
I work in the area. My daughters live in the area, and they spend a lot of time with me. And my son was looking to move in with me, possibly. I have two jobs. One of them was for OPS. Another one
doesn't want to play, guys.
I was working overnights, a few nights a week.
Well, crap.
That I was working at, so I had wanted to make sure, because there were going to be certain nights, my teenage son and goddaughters would be left alone. I just said, I better check to make sure right here in this big direct area there isn't a convicted sex offender.
That, oh gosh, it kills me, Buffett.
Every night, and it turned out there was. I actually looked at three places that I was pretty serious on, and it turned out that all three places had a sex offender living literally within a house or two from. I think that's a bigger question about North Omaha, and I guess how they're congregated in that area.
This is getting annoying. Stop it.
Was the reason why. But anyway, I never really got back to looking at him. I decided, I was hoping when I first saw it that maybe it was old. The information was old, and maybe he didn't live there or anything, because I really wanted to rent the place. So I went back, honestly, just to see if perhaps there's a whole different family in there. And the information wasn't accurate. When I drove back by the next day, like I said in the email, I saw him. There was no mistaking him. I mean, he's a really large man, over 6 foot, over 300 pounds, standing there. And at first I thought he was washing his truck, but then I just noticed these group of kids that were playing. I don't know if anybody noticed, but there was an empty house right next door, and they were playing in the driveway of the empty house right next door. And he was just kind of standing there staring at him and pretending, in my opinion, to wash his truck. He had no soap, no water. He just had a rag, and the only time he even really touched the rag to the truck was when one of the kids would turn and really stare at him, or when a car would drive by, he would just start pretending to wipe his truck down. And I mean, I was obviously in full-blown panic mode. I was just, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I'm watching right now, and I can't really describe it.
Let me stop screen sharing it so it'll quit buffering. That's killing me.
I just knew when he would, just the way he was watching those kids and for the intensity of it and the length. It wasn't, you or I might see a group of kids playing and maybe take a second to remember what it was like to be that age and carefree and having fun and then go on doing what we're doing. That's not what he was doing. I knew.
Yeah, but you can't kill people like that.
There for, it had to be close to 10 minutes, hoping that the kids would leave. I didn't want to leave. Left. And sure, leaving in the second left, he back in the truck and went and walked. And I what I had witnessed, and I went home. What to do? And then I'm realizing as I'm thinking these things, there is nobody to call. What am I going to call and say I saw a man staring at kids? Even though he is a twice convicted sex offender, I know there's no technical rules about that. But as I went to leave, I was driving off, and then I saw the playground in his backyard, and that just absolutely kind of blew my mind that a twice convicted sex offender who I know couldn't have any contact with children. It's on his registry information, has a huge playground in his backyard with no fence. And I just went home and I felt sick, honestly. That night, all night, my stomach was in knots. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I was just thinking about it. As I mentioned in the email, I've worked with kids my entire life. I've had personal experience. When I was a kid, I personally wasn't molested, but a loved one was, and I don't want to get into that too much because they have chosen not to speak about it, so I don't want to speak for them, but I witnessed it, and the situation happened, and then again, like I said, working, I've watched the kids over the years that I've worked with, just so many of them confided in me the torment, the pain that they're going through with their abuse that they've suffered, and I've watched them grow up and become drug addicts and have no self-worth, and I've seen, the lifelong suffering that so many of these kids endure at that age because I have such first-hand knowledge. I think I was just, like, it was bothering me. Like I said, for the next couple of days, I sat on it. I thought about all the things I could do that would maybe help.
Oh, damn, it's premeditated. He's killing himself.
To look for the kids and go and knock on their, see if I can find out which houses were theirs and knock on their doors and tell their parents, might want to have these kids not as close to this guy. This is what I saw. I couldn't make that connection over a couple of days. I couldn't figure out which kids were in which houses. And finally,
you need to keep your mouth shut.
I felt like I need to do something. This has to stop. Oh yeah, and as I'm doing at home for those couple of days, I'm researching this specific guy, and I'm reading about his crimes. The 5-year-old boy that he molested in Florida that grew up addicted to drugs, which, like I said, I'd seen 100 times before. His mom was talking about the pain he endured lasted the rest of his life until he overdosed on drugs. I read about the 13-year-old. I read details of the 13-year-old in Papillion that he had sexually assaulted. At the time, I knew that if there were 2 convictions, there were dozens more. That's just the statistics with these guys. And sure enough, since he died, dozens more have literally come out and contacted our family and talked about their stories and want to express what they went through. And very recent too. Within the last few months, victims of his have come forward and contacted us. And I already knew that there had to be many, many more who had been convicted twice. I also saw on the registry that somebody had stopped by and verified his address with the sheriff's department. I don't remember the exact date, but it was within a couple of weeks or so. And it just blew my mind. They had this giant playground in his backyard, and apparently nobody was going to say anything or do anything. And again, that's a bigger issue, but I was wondering, is this because it's 43rd and Pinckney? Would this have been allowed on 170th and Maple?
My goodness.
Did this guy get moved into a house by himself and threw a playground up in his backyard, and nobody stopped by to say you can't do that or anything.
Right.
I didn't feel like there was, like I said, anybody I could turn to with all this, so I decided I was going to go over there, and basically was my intention to go over there and let them know, look, I know who you are. I watched you the other day. If you touch any of these kids, you're not going to get another slap on the wrist from the justice system. I'm coming next time. Next time you touch one of these kids, you're going to deal with me. I brought a gun, as I said, obviously. I approached his house. He opened the door. He saw me coming. I pulled the gun out. I told him to back up, and I went to have the conversation, or basically just to tell him exactly what I just said. Look,
oh my
when you
gosh.
touch those kids, there's going to be some punishment, and that's going to come, and it's not going to be another probation or slap on the wrist or anything like that. As soon as I started talking, he came forward, and immediately, again, he was a 6 foot, 300 plus pound man. I knew I had to shoot, or who knows what was going to happen again. I mean, I'm willing to take responsibility for the fact that I went over to his house with a gun to threaten him, and what happened and what transpired. My intention was not to walk over there and just shoot him.
I got choked on my coffee.
That's what ended up happening, and I understand there's consequences for that, but I also want to point out a couple of things also, and that is I've been deeply grateful and appreciate all the support that I've received from the Free James Fairbanks campaigns and the petitions and all of those things online. I am asking, though, that those people channel their efforts elsewhere to changing these laws, to actually doing something other than freeing me. I can handle whatever I have coming my way, and if the whole point of all of this is I just get off, then I think we missed a chance to actually do something, and that's take this momentum that seems to be out there and freeing me and channeling it to the district attorney and the judges and the legislators and go, we need tougher penalties. We need to stop cutting these deals that allow men like him to children for decades and only serve minimum sentences and be allowed to move right back into our neighborhoods and put up playgrounds in their backyards and just look for the victims. I wouldn't be able to have them say they're going after me, to be perfectly honest. I get no bail. I'm first degree. I'm in jail with a whole bunch of guys in here that are getting prosecuted for not raping children. And they're getting prosecuted harder than a lot of the times we see child molesters. And why that is in the justice system, I don't know. It's got to stop, though, and it's got to change. Quite honestly, I don't think me and Mr. Convolucci should have ever come in contact. He should have been there. You're a repeat sex offender. You just shouldn't be alone living amongst kids in a neighborhood. At that point, you should be either in prison or in some kind of sex offender home. I have friends that are in the drug and alcohol programs, and they're graduates of programs, and they live together. And I just don't understand why we allow sex offenders of all people to just live alone in their neighborhoods.
Right. I agree with that.
And do whatever they want, seemingly unsupervised, because if he's being supervised and he's allowed to throw up a playground in his backyard and sit there in a driveway, in my opinion, picking out his next victims, then there's something really wrong with the system.
He's killing his defense.
Sorry, I have a couple of notes here. I just want to make sure I hit a couple more things. I'll gladly change my plea if any kind of the district attorney will at least agree to look into their
It's
own
premeditated.
practices of these deals. I know if a state legislature will propose a bill, and I don't mean it has to get voted on and approved and become law. I mean, the second something like that happens, I'll gladly take responsibility for my role in this.
Julie, he's killing himself.
The people of Nebraska, the people that are supporting me, finish kind of getting that intact so we can help our children. I just don't want all the people that are behind me, and again, the letters I received, the petitions, everything. It's wonderful. It's just, I'm okay. This isn't about me. Needs to be about protecting the kids. Otherwise, my kids and grandkids are going to grow up here, and it's going to be the exact same things that they're going to have to deal with growing up that people like Mr. Condalucci have always been doing. And again, that's about all I got. That's the points I want to make. If you want to ask any questions.
So when you went over there, you said you weren't even able to get out what you wanted to say to him before he started coming towards you?
Again, my lawyer's probably going to be upset because I'm not sure how much of this he would like me to say, but the truth is I walked in. He opened up the screen door as I was walking up. He walked in. I started the sentence, and then, honestly, I noticed a woman's purse on the couch, and that threw me completely off. I was very sure he was alone. Turned out he was, apparently, because nobody called the police for a couple of days. Nobody reported anything. But I saw that, and I kind of froze, and I started stuttering, to be honest. I think I got out. I know who you are. I know what you've done. And then I noticed the woman's purse, and then he, I think, took that as a chance to run at me because I seemed to be, caught for a second, not understand. I didn't want to do this do whatever it was going to end up happening or have this conversation or obviously be there and there would be an innocent victim. That was also in there. Again, I believe it was dark, but I believe it was a woman's purse. I could be wrong. Only the police and the DA, I guess, could really say that. But that's what I thought I saw, and that made me pause. And I think, again, he took my pause as a chance to kind of come at me.
The Condalucci's daughter, I've interviewed her a couple of times, talked to her in person on the phone. She says she 100% supports you. And how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's both amazing and not surprising at the same time. I mean, I know the pain she's had to endure. Watched it again with loved ones, with kids. I feel horrible for her. I'm sure this brought up a lot of torment to the forefront that maybe she was working through, and this brought it all up. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to speak to her, but I can't even imagine what she's had to go through, having that monster be her father, and then all this. But I definitely appreciate her support.
A lot of people have talked about vigilante justice. Do you believe what happened here was vigilante justice? Was that your point?
I've heard that. I don't know. No. I mean, I was a guy who honestly thought he was protecting a few kids from getting sexually assaulted by a predator that was setting them up or stalking them. As far as vigilante, I mean, I get the arguments on both sides that this has to be stopped. Obviously, I get that. I also get the argument that we can't have everybody just picking up guns and going and executing sexual offenders. So I do understand. As far as vigilante justice, I just, like I said, I saw some kids that were going to be hurt, and I decided to try something to stop it. That's as far as I get into what you want to label it as.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've also done another story with a convicted sex offender, who says that now they're afraid because their names and addresses for anybody to come do that. Well, what would you say to others who are seeing sex offenders living in their area and upset about that?
Well, as far as the sex offenders that are upset, or maybe they feel in fear or scared, vulnerable because of what I did, congratulations. Now you know what your victims feel like. I don't really care. Deal with it. You decided to make those decisions. Now you can live with the consequences of your decisions. As far as other people that have them living in neighborhoods, honestly, you want to watch out, because if you're not as informed as I am on these, if you have a guy that's convicted, they're very high likelihood that there's many more victims, and their chances of reoffending are extremely high. So I mean, just be vigilant and keep your the kids away, definitely. In this situation, I didn't feel, and again, that's another conversation about the Navy was in it. And felt there was the community continuity. I live there, I spend my time in North Omaha. The community continuity to just raise awareness in the neighborhood about this guy. And that was one of the reasons why I decided to act. But I don't know that that's true in every neighborhood.
What would you like people to know about you? Is there anything else you want people to know about you?
This is extremely out of character. For me, I've never done anything like this before. I just hope they know that it wasn't a rash decision. It wasn't a decision to go over there and just kill somebody. It was a decision. I've taken it personally because, like I said, my own life experiences and the damage I've seen this abuse do to kids, and I honestly didn't know how I was going to take if, a month later I saw his face on the news and there was another victim, and I knew I didn't do anything. And this time I actually knew, or I've heard it afterwards so many times, I've been helpless to stop it. This time I knew what he was planning, and I just felt like I could not sit back and find out later that he did something and I didn't do anything.
Yeah. How do you feel about the support with so many people sending you letters and as well as putting money on your books here at the Douglas County Jail, showing you that kind of support?
I mean, it's been, like I said, it's been wonderful. I've read letters from 17-year-old kids that were abused and they're growing up, and all the way up to people in their 60s that have sent me letters and have said, thank you. I'm glad I know one of the 17-year-old girls said, even though he wasn't my perpetrator, I felt relief. And if there is any, and again, I understand the murkiness of it as far as the vigilante, and this isn't the way to go, but I mean, if it did bring relief and inspired anybody or help anybody, I'm glad, but more than anything, I want them to channel that, stopping them in the future. I pretty much write everybody that's written me a letter back, and I tell them those exact words. Thank you so much, and please feel free to write me anytime, but also make sure you're writing your legislators and your district attorneys, and you're calling them and letting them know. Because again, freeing me is not the point. If I wanted to be free, I think if the district attorney is being honest, once the evidence is all looked at, I would be. I don't believe they would have ever connected me with Mr. Condalucci and what happened that night. I sent an email out because the point wasn't to free me. The point was to get people. Where after the incident happened, I felt a minor bit of relief for those kids, and then I just thought, it's not a real impact. I mean, honestly, it's not. There's still hundreds of more in the neighborhood. I mean, they're everywhere up in North Omaha, everywhere all over the city. I'm sure. I talk about North Omaha because that's where I live, and and obviously I couldn't, and I wouldn't want to, and I don't want other people to just pick up guns and do it the way I did. I knew in order to make the real change, it had to get back to the legislator, the district attorney's office. And, I just felt like maybe I could use this incident, even though it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, as a positive in the end, and try to make this all be worth something. And again, that's more important to me than getting out of here.
Yeah, what have you kind of told yourself? I mean, at this point, because seemingly you may be in jail at least for quite some time before trial, and who knows what happens after that.
My hope is the district attorney or a state legislator, like I said, proposes or at least promises to do reviews of the current laws and how they and their system of plea bargains with child molesters, and then I hope I can make a deal with the prosecution that allows me to take accountability for what I did, and also takes into account who he was and what my motives were. But that's again less important to me. If I'm in prison for the rest of my life and these laws get changed, I'm okay with that. I can sleep at night.
Okay.
Wow.
James, thank you. Is there anything else that you wanted to add that we didn't talk about?
No, I think that's about it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And I want to confirm you did write the anonymous email to us. Okay.
I know I got pulled over in Burton County. The DA mentioned that in my bail.
Your bond review. Yeah.
Bond review. Yeah. I just wanted to make it clear. I had sent the email. I had every intention of turning myself in that night. I was on my way to see Branch Note, which my family and I lived there for 4 years. This is the last time my family all together before the divorce, and just kind of wanted to see it one more time, and then I was turning around and driving to Dulos County when I got pulled over. But anyway, it was every intention of turning myself in and facing this. And honestly, what you said, also, I don't believe, as far as me spending the rest of my life in prison, if the DA and I can't come to it, I don't believe I will spend the rest of my life in prison. I don't believe that the DA can be able to find 12 Omahas that are going to be willing to send me to prison for the rest of my life for stopping him from raping more kids and assaulting more kids. I just don't. And if I'm wrong on that, then again, I can sleep at night. I'll raise as much awareness of the greater
Count your
issue.
chickens before your eggs hatch,
The
buddy.
bigger reason I would rather take the plea is to get out of the way and let the focus be more on changing the laws and not on done. I've been sentenced. I've taken a plea, and now we can focus on changing the system and not spend the next year and a half focusing on that.
Some people.
But if it does come to the trial, I'll raise as much awareness as I can the next year, 2 years, however long it's for trial, and then take my chances that I don't believe the DA will be able to find 12 Omahas and send me away for the rest of my life.
Some people have called you a hero. What do you think about that? Do you think you're a hero?
No. Again, that's real. That's kind of silliness. I'm just trying to help those kids. That's it. So, but yeah, no, that's about all I got.
Well, James,
I could be wrong, but I just, like I said, I feel like with the support that's out there, I have a good chance of raising the awareness with all this, and actually, again, kind of handing off the football and allowing the people of Omaha to take it and cross the finish line and get these laws changed. And like I said,
That's enough of that. I didn't expect that to be that long, but I'm glad I clicked on it. That was interesting to listen to. We'll have to keep up with this case and see how it plays out. I get he was trying to protect kids. Gosh, it's a hard one. I'm conflicted. I don't know what to say either, Light Feather. I'm sure he did save children from this guy. He probably did. He probably did, Mary Mary. But gosh, you just can't walk up and shoot someone. What he should have done is he should have just kept an eye on this guy, videoed him, set up cameras, took pictures of the play set in this guy's backyard, because he's not supposed to have stuff like that if he's a convicted sex offender, child predator. And took all the evidence to the authorities. It's a difficult one. Yeah, it's very interesting. We're going to follow this. I think he said, what was the guy's name? Matteo Condalucci, I think, is the victim. He doesn't care if he is on the platform. No, he doesn't. Legally, no, he shouldn't have done that, because He could go to prison for the rest of his life. I know he doesn't care because he looks at it like, hey, I saved some kids from their lives being ruined. I went through abuse as a child. This is a hard one. It's a hard one. I just don't feel like sex predators should be living amongst us anyways in our neighborhoods, around our children. They shouldn't be out on the streets. If you don't want to kill them, take them, put them on an island away from everybody. Let the cops watch him from afar. That way he could be involved, but from afar, yeah. Yeah, he could have come up with a better plan to have got this guy off the streets. My opinion, photos to chicken wing. Yeah, is it Chari? I agree with you. Photos did. He's a coward. Well, gotta go finish my laundry. Have a good day, Lisa. Bring up the offender's history. Hey, you know what? Something I need to learn to do is how to pull up. He'd been convicted of what? Molesting 2 kids? But I need to learn how to pull up sex offenders. There's got to be an easy search. Let me do something right quick. The sex offender registry, you can look on that, can't you? I'm just looking, trying to see if I could find anything about the guy that was shot. It just keeps talking. I just keep seeing stuff about the shooting. I'm going to look him up. I'm going to figure this out when I get off of here. We definitely are going to follow that. Gosh, I went to Crime Online because I want to tell y'all about this missing lady from South Dakota. She's a mom. She's been missing for a week. And Crime Online just put up an article. It says, brother rapes and murders his own sister after allegedly playing patty cake at full force. A Washington man is behind bars after he allegedly raped his own sister, according to the Kitsap County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. The Seattle Times reports the incident happened off of Northwest Indian Ridge Drive in Kitsap County. Police responded to a call over the weekend and found an unresponsive woman inside. Upon arrival, deputies say Michael A. Battersby, 51, performing CPR on the woman, identified as his 61-year-old sister, Diane Schuler. I think that. Look, when I read that title, it says playing patty cake. I thought this was kids. No. Michael is 51 years old and his sister is 61. Okay. Initially, investigators thought the victim passed away from natural causes. Yet when they went to her bedroom to retrieve medication, they noticed an instant message on her computer screen. The victim managed to confide in someone that her own brother had raped her and left bruises all over her body. Because of these messages, detectives were requested to respond for additional assistance. The coroner's office determined that the victim had been strangled and drowned, and also had blunt force injury on her head and injuries caused by forcible sex. Jesus. When questioned, the suspect told investigators he had been up drinking with his sister on Saturday night when they began playing patty cake at full force. He claimed they often missed each other's hands, resulting in bruising on the victim's arms. Battersby claimed that his sister was so drunk that she passed out. He said he pulled her by the arms to her room, causing unintentional injuries. When investigators informed Battersby that his sister's death was being investigated as a homicide, he stopped talking and asked for a lawyer. He was arrested and charged with first-degree domestic violence murder, second-degree domestic violence rape. He's in jail on a $1 million bond. Mugshot of the suspect is not yet available. My goodness. Freaking sicko. I wonder if those two grew up together. I'm curious about that. I'm going to pull up something. I'm going to pull up this lady's picture that's missing and show you guys before I get off here. Let me screen share this. Mentally challenged and alcohol don't mix. No. Do you really think they were playing patty cake that night? I doubt it. He's just saying that to explain the bruises on her. I don't, I was just wondering because people do crazy stuff when they're drinking. Okay, so this lady's name, she's missing from South Dakota. I think it's Angela Armstrong. Let me scroll. Yeah, Angela Armstrong has been missing for a week. Police say they're still not any closer to finding her. She's 45 years old. She was reported missing at midnight last Wednesday. Last seen driving a 2017 Chevy Traverse, dark gray in color with South Dakota license plate 44ZW44. We really haven't had any luck with that. I can't pronounce that. I have to look it up. I know how to pronounce I think it's Sisquox Falls. I know how to pronounce it in my head. I just can't get it out of my mouth. It's pretty bad. Okay. Okay, so the department is now asking residents to check their neighborhoods to see if they spot the car. They can't find her car anywhere. Investigators at this point can't say whether her disappearance is suspicious or whether Armstrong might be in danger. When Armstrong was first reported missing last week, Clemens said a relative was the one who made the call. So a relative reported her missing. I'm just wondering, is she in the middle of a divorce? Does she got an ex-husband? Maybe one living with her? She's got kids. Well, she's not used her credit cards or anything. There's something going on. Need to check her. I'm sure they have her bank history. And see if maybe she withdrawed a bunch of money out right before she went missing or what. say there's foul play involved here. Let me try to find a better article and look at her picture again. She's a really, really pretty lady. Young too, 45. Crap, I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find possible or boyfriend. Yes. I can't believe the Congress really thinking about defunding police. They don't get paid enough in the first. Who are we going to call for emergency? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Who are we going to call? You know, when a woman's being beat up by her boyfriend or husband or child. So Angela disappeared June 3rd. Let me share this article. It's got a better picture of her. And there's still no updates on Suzanne Morphew. It's like the lady just disappeared off the face of the earth. I really hope Barry wasn't involved. I've been trying to give him the benefit of a doubt, but I've been, really suspicious of him lately. After the last time we discussed him, I just got to thinking about it, and I'm like, everybody's right. He probably is involved. It's very suspicious. Oh, I knew what you meant. We only have one life. I think they've been looking everywhere for her, Kim. Okay. This one says Armstrong disappeared around midnight, June 3rd. She was last seen driving a dark gray 2007 Chevy Traverse. Okay, so the spokesperson for the police says that investigators have hit a wall while pursuing leads and have not been able to locate her vehicle. So, they have, okay, here's a picture of her vehicle, what it looks like. I'm glad it had that because I wasn't for sure what a Traverse looked like. Okay, they said she basically left. That's unusual behavior for her, the spokesperson said. She doesn't just do that. So there was some concerns. Let's play this, see what they say. If it'll play. Sometimes when you screen share, the videos don't want to play, and it should.
Missing person Angela Armstrong.
Okay.
We really haven't had any luck with that. The original information we gave out was her vehicle information. What we'd ask, or what we'd like, is people to check their neighborhoods. If they happen to see this car as a very, very...
Oh, great.
Chevy Traverse, the license plate is 44ZW44. If anybody sees that vehicle, we want them to call police. Basically, any type of a dark gray Chevy Traverse with 44 county plates, call police. The detectives have really done a lot of different things, but we just haven't come up with any leads. We have no idea where she may have gone. We don't know if the car is still in Sioux Falls, if she's in Sioux Falls, or if it traveled into another area, another jurisdiction. So that's one of the things that we're hoping, that maybe the car is still around, and if the car is in the area, it's somewhere in Sioux Falls, that could maybe help us kind of pinpoint a certain area to look. But we haven't got really any information. Nobody has come in with any tips about where they may have seen her. We've got a picture that's out there on our Facebook page. So if anybody sees her, we'd want to give a call.
And she is not believed to be in danger at this point?
We don't know. That's the whole thing about this, is it's obviously very unusual for her to disappear like this. And so we just don't know. There's a missing persons report that was done, which is why we're giving out this information, because there's some unusualness to this. But we just don't know if there's any danger. If she's in any danger, we don't really know what happened. So that's why we're hoping that somebody sees the car, and then that will lead us to some other indications if there's anything suspicious with this.
Wow. So I want to know, I'm going to keep following this.
Okay, so another thing, our missing person, Angela Armstrong.
Crap. Let me just mute a second. I'm going to keep following this. I'm going to get on Facebook, I guess. I hate getting on there. I reactivated one of my accounts the other day. So I'm going to get on there and look her up and see if she's in a relationship or what. I could do that real quick. Okay. Let me search her name. Okay, I see missing persons group. So I probably need to look under people, right? I'm so bad at Facebook. They've already got some groups set up. Hold on, guys. I'm not looking at the chat. I just want to see. I'm not seeing a Facebook for her. Not a personal account. When I get off of here, I'll look better and see what I can find. Yeah, hopefully she comes home safe. Hopefully. It's a little concerning when they say, this is not her normal behavior. When you hear someone's real responsible and, always keeping in touch and stuff, and then they just vanish like that, it's not good. It's not good. Facebook is full of drama and anger. I hate that place. Yeah, I don't do Facebook. I had to get on there the other day to look at. I was trying to find East Idaho News, actually, so we could do the live stream that bond hearing for Chad Daybell. Yeah, I cannot stand. Yeah, what I do is I deactivate mine, and then if I need to get on there, all you got to do is log back in, and it'll activate it back up. Yeah, I don't like Facebook at all. I think a lot of people are totally over Facebook. They're shady anyways. They'll be spying on you and all kinds of crap. I guess they do that on every social media platform. Facebook's real bad for it. I wanted to tell y'all about something else before I get off here. I'm going to try to do a member stream this evening on the porch if nothing comes up and I don't have to go out to the store or anything before Diane's channel does her live tonight, ladies' night. I love watching that. So, but anyways, we'll try to do it. But there's a title of an article that just put it up. Twisted form of entertainment. Suspect poisons 8 homeless people, including children and elderly, to watch their reaction. A California man is facing felony charges after police say he intentionally gave homeless people poisoned food to watch their reaction. Some of the victims thought they were participating in the Spicy Foods Challenge when they accepted food from William Robert Cable, 38, of San Andreas. Cable is accused of lacing food with, okay, let me see if I can pronounce this, orison, capsaicin, an organic resin said to be twice as strong as the pepper spray used by police. Damn. The incident took place in Huntington Beach in May. These human beings were preyed upon because they were vulnerable. Orange County District Attorney Tony Spritzer said they were exploited and poisoned as part of a twisted form of entertainment, and their pain was recorded so that it could be relived by their attacker over and over again. After eating the food, some of the victims had difficulty breathing, while others vomited and intense stomach pains and seizure-like symptoms. They weren't told that the food had been tampered with, according to police. The fact an adult criminal would involve juvenile is even more reprehensible, Huntington Beach Chief Robert Handy said. Several of the victims were taken to the hospital, according to the Los Angeles Times. Their health status is currently unknown, but so far, none of the victims have died. Cable has been charged with 8 felony counts of poisoning, 1 felony count of inflicting injury on an elderly person. He also faces misdemeanor charges of contributing to the delinquency of a minor and drinking and using marijuana while driving. Cable remains behind bars at the Orange County Jail on a $500,000 bond. Sick son of a bitch. Take advantage. I cannot stand people that prey on vulnerable. People that's vulnerable. People they see as weaker than them. Freaking coward. It's unreal. Recorded that so he could watch it back over and over. Even gave poison food to little children that were homeless. Piece of crap. Oh my goodness. Let me look at my chat. I've got to be getting off here, guys. Get some things done. Hopefully everything works out today, and maybe 6 or 7 o'clock we can do a channel members stream. Sit on the porch, have some evening coffee. Just chit chat. It makes me sick and angry too. Here, some of them thought they were, doing like a spicy food challenge, but they was probably grateful to get a meal, and here he had it poisoned. Piece of shit. He'll get his karma, guys. Whatever you put out into the universe, you're going to get back, whether it be good or bad. He should get about 30 or 40 years in prison for this, but he won't. Probably not. I don't know. He may. That's attempted murder, you'd think. Poisoned him. Oh, TC, good morning. Yeah, girl, you have to watch the replay. I'm getting ready to get off here. I've got to get a few things done, and I've been laying out in the sun a lot, guys. I got a good tan going on. I may go out and try to find me a little swimming pool today that I can float in. Coffee after dark sounds great. Okay, Kim. Yeah, I do. People that join the channel membership, we have streams where just like members only can chat. Yeah. But you can still watch if I sit up on the porch. Yeah, you can still watch. But anyways, y'all have a great day. I don't think Will is going to do a live stream tomorrow morning. I think he has a wedding to go to. So if he's got a wedding to go to, we may do a Saturday morning stream on the porch for everybody. Everybody. But I'll let you guys know. We only have one. They were hungry, so they took it. Yeah, it's so sad. What a monster. But anyways, I love you guys. Be safe, be kind, and peace.